Hello!
Good day.
Welcome back to Ace Attorney in Turnabout Samurai. We going to court now? Yeah, we're going to court.
We're going to court.
Let's go, baby.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Oh, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well, I call a familiar...
We're barely in and she fucks up already.
I know, like barely a minute in. Shit.
Try again.
Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. I have to try and do his voice again. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. I have to kind of, to get myself into it, I have to do that, hello, what's going on here then? But I have to try and do it in a deeper voice. Hello. Yes, sir, I'll explain with the guide map here. If you would press the button, thank you. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is this employee area. I can't speak. Moving on. The actors did a run through of their action scenes during the morning hit. I now do not sound like a bit of a bobby. I sound a bit cockney. My accent keeps shifting. I guess we're just going to try and say that Gumshoe changes his voice all the time because he's a fucking police officer. This is the main gate to the studios. I might be able to do this a bit more. The security lady, 4, that works here at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Lazy bat. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1.
Deeper, dear.
This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found.
Hello.
I think I should just give Gumshoe over to you, because I can't keep doing the voice.
Do you want me to talk like Gumshoe now?
Go on. At least I can consistently do Edgeworth. The only character who's any...
What did you just say?
Consistently do it. Oh. I can do his voice consistently. Because it's just posh. Gumshoe, if you would please continue and stop clapping like a moron. Thank you. Don't attack me. Away. She's pulling a face, so I didn't figure it out, I think.
I'll be back.
Oh, okay, I guess...
No, it's absolutely fine. Give me a minute.
Alright. This is taking a long time to set up this fucking case.
Got it!
You got it. Cool.
I got it.
So you're okay with being Gumshoe from now on, right? Even if it means talking to yourself, because I end up doing that all the time.
Yeah.
And that's how I keep fucking my voices up, because I keep switching.
Okay, the way I've decided he's going to sound... This might actually help with you, actually, if you decide you want to try it. Chimney Sweeps and Mary Poppins.
Oh, so Dick Van Dyke trying to do an English accent. Hello, Mary Poppins!
Well, you get my point, the other Chimney Sweeps.
Chimney.
No, because they're like, Mary Poppins, step in time.
Go on.
Okay. Now, on the other day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people.
That's much
Three
better.
people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And the young woman, the production assistant.
Her name's Penny.
All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Is this better?
Yeah.
Right after that, at 1 PM, the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead later to that day, 5 PM. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 PM. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again?
No, we don't need to hear it.
No, I'm good. I think I could probably remember that. So, the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Oh my god, I'm going to be talking to myself a lot.
Yeah, good luck. Your Honour.
Sorry to bore you, Edgeworth.
Oh, sorry. This case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is...
Why do an ellipsis twice if you're not going to say the fucking question?
That is a colon.
Oh, you know what I meant!
The funny thing is I keep doing character poses while I'm talking.
Character proses.
Apart from Myers, I pose often like the characters. Like, when I was doing Miss May, I was constantly doing the fucking pose. You're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm pointing right now. So, what is that question? I'd like to know. What did the security lady at the guard station see? Who knows? Let's ask her, shall we? I think we should.
Understood.
Let's call the security lady officer. That's not even there. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Please.
Her fucking name, though.
I kept changing her name too.
Her name? You kept changing her name!
Her voice. Her voice.
Well, fucking stick to one.
Your name, please. My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please! I struggle so much to get someone to say their fucking name.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
I just said that! Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. Anyone else at all? I'm talking, but I cannot keep up with the dialogue. Just enjoy. Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, would someone have to pass by you?
You know your stuff, dearie.
I agree with that, Blinky, just...
What?
You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Here I go. Cranberries on the day.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's suddenly loud.
I have to do
sorry.
sometimes I have to say something to put myself back in the voice.
Why do you think I left? Because I didn't want to be rambling on singing Step in Time for Mary Poppins here. That's what I was doing in my head while I was just silent. I was just going, right, let's get that accent, accent. Come on.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 PM. I think the voice has changed again, for fuck's sake.
That was fine.
cranberries. Poor old Hammer and the rest of the fucking people had been doing a run through there since morning. Why are you doing that? Why are you covering my face? I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Wait a minute. Bah.
Not yet.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Well, not yet, but I mean, that's what I'll be doing.
Press her.
Press her on this one?
Yeah, I pressed on it.
So you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said! Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
Say it again! It was him! Okay, let's present the photo, I guess. Yes.
Let me get this straight, Oldbag. Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this, exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that! I wasn't born yesterday!
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss... witness. He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that this person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Nosy old man. You're no... Of course I have proof.
What?
Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised!
The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you!
Motherfucking... Damn. Calm down, lady.
Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Should be semicolon there. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Really need to work on my phrasing, Phoenix.
No point. Up to you.
I don't know, I mean...
Pressure if you want.
Trip and fall?
Yes! And to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So, Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better.
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her. She was cleaning up back drugs, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue with your testimony.
He broke a prop.
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear. The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record.
Well, yeah, because if it's been broken with duct tape, how can it be the murder weapon?
I know.
Go ahead, if you want to.
Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is the Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? No, I object. Hold it right there! We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Thank you, Judge. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice! Continuing. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So, no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Do I press her on here? Because fuck! Fine. Yeah, true.
I guess you're just gonna have to press her on it.
On what? This?
Yeah, press her on that and see if you can get anything else.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
I remember there's a point. I think I remember. There's a point where I have to highlight that photo again because the back. Photo number 2.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Nobody suspicious looking. Right.
No one else went there. Present the photo.
Are you sure present?
Well, you can press it first to make sure. Because obviously the back of the photo says it's photo 2.
So...
Which proves that nobody, that it had to have someone else. I'd present it, personally.
If you're on your own.
It went silent and good.
Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture?
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right, anyway. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to look at the studios, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15, 2 p.m, photo number 2.
Even I know that it means that it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
What? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Oh, Edgy boy, help!
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Somehow you're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
I see. Your testimony, please. This poor judge.
I know. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
You shouldn't do that.
No, you really shouldn't. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
What the fuck did I do?
Well, I guess press her on the photo.
Oh, I'm not qualified as a suspicious fucking photo.
Go on then.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag!
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point! Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased?
A fanboy.
Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, you must know there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and, well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain.
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and...
And...
they're kids. Children. Whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased...
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai, dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I raised the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they were already trying to unsuspect him.
And even then, if he's not a suspect, he's probably a witness.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio.
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who is the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal the Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick! What are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
Does that mean? Please don't sound like that.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who entered the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Oh, damn. Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. That's what Edgeworth is doing!
Yeah, like every
If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
The security lady.
Do we pick her?
Yeah, because if we pick her, she'd probably lose her shit, wouldn't she?
Yeah, but...
Well, she knew about the injury. The assistant didn't know because she was off doing something else, and the grey school boy couldn't have wielded the samurai spear.
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Music stopped. That's what I was listening for.
Yeah, well...
The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
What? Whippersnapper.
I like how you bundled up in your blanket to do this.
He's so fluffy.
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you.
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the steel samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes too, baby.
No.
No.
No, you're not.
That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way.
Yes.
Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects.
Hell yeah.
No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute.
What about the other person who went to the studio?
The boy! The one whose photo I erased!
He's only a grade schooler though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could kill my old man in 10 seconds, tops!
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure?
Oh, or has it been nice to the kids and mean to your elders' day? Whippersnapper.
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed? Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. The fucking weapon!
Yeah, it's too heavy.
Your Honor, the murder weapon was the steel samurai spear. Oh, sorry, the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today.
Woo!
Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name?
Something Oldbag, Your Honor.
Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
And I'm gonna have a drink. Oh, no.
Wait a second! I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me?
talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about?
By whom?
Huh. You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify!
Thank you for the drink. Wendy Oldbag's voice is really hurting at times. Particularly when I do her demonic voice. It hurts.
Okay, sorry, something is tempting me by this judge. Well, testify!
My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free!
Ms. Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honour. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. How many times do I have to cross-examine this windy Oldbag?
Many times. Oh, yes! Many.
Because you guys wanted to keep quiet about something, there were some other people who
Press.
pressing that. Who are these people?
Well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director?
You should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course! Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? What was that blue dialogue?
There was a Studio 2.
There was a Studio 2?
Phoenix, did you not look at the map properly? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is.
Yeah.
Ah, you go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Yeah, right where that big fucking arrow says Studio 2!
Yep. Oh, dear me.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked my questions, but I'm going to continue!
Just in case?
Yes. They say they had nothing to do with it, see? Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talk. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask.
Yeah.
Take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defence's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honour.
This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Woo-hoo.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Or should... or should I...
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really have been the old Windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right! We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Well, at any rate, that is all for this episode. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. The dragon.
Please consider subscribing to our Patreon if you wish to support what we do here. Become one of our lovely beans today. If, however, that is too expensive for you at this time, please consider a one-off donation on our Ko-fi. Help a poor tea wench today.
Please do, as we would appreciate either of those. But for now, I'm out.
Dragon out.